special guests. Good afternoon. They've brought donuts. It's Danny and Mark from the script.
I would say special. I would say
the donuts were very
I would
special.
say
Danny's special.
Yeah, I'm totally sugary. I'm just licking all the sugar off my fingers.
It's not your lunch, is it? Because you've got a mega busy day today.
No, fortunately we got to stop at a Subway along the way.
Foot long or 6 inch, boys?
He got the foot long. I
only got the 6 inch.
So I believe the last time you guys were here at Imagine FM, when we were in the old place, it was just before you supported Take That.
Yes.
So a lot's happened since then.
Yeah, quite a bit has gone on.
Yeah, goodness me. So I think, did you start off with, you opened up for Paul McCartney and Legends U2.
Yeah.
Which performance stands out the most out of all the people you've supported?
U2 is a massive one, I suppose, because it was on the home turf. It was on the Crow Park. I think it was like 55,000 people, something crazy like that.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was it. That was a good one. It felt like our own audience, to be honest. So we pretended in our own heads that they were there to see us.
It's all about us.
But it was great, and the U2 guys were great to us, you know.
Yeah, and your new single Hall of Fame is out on the 2nd of September.
Yeah.
Mum's birthday. What's it all about?
It's
your mum's birthday. I think
on the 2nd of September.
It's
about
nature, really. It's it's a really positive song. Great message in it. That just kind of is telling people that, you know, hard work and patience pays off. You know, hard work and kind of actually preparing. Because we often say that failure to prepare is preparing to fail. But Hall of Fame is just this great tune. It's an anthem turning into an anthem, just about following your hearts and your dreams. And you don't have to be famous for being famous. You can be famous for being a teacher. You can be famous. You can live on in the minds and hearts of your students or pupils, or, you know, even on the radio DJ, you know,
talking and pushing buttons.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pushing buttons.
And will.i.am is on the track as well. How did that come about?
I was the last few weeks in The Voice. I started playing a lot of the Scripts album to him, just saying, here, listen what you think, and throw your ears over this. And he didn't want to throw his ears over. He wanted to be honest. He was like, I want to be on your album. But he heard Hall of Fame, and he really digged the song, and wanted it for his album.
Did he?
Yeah. So there was a bit of a to and fro going on, and we a bit of an arm wrestle over who actually gets to do the song. So we both lost. So but we ended up doing the song together, and it's, you know, it's a real duet. It's a duet in the truest sense of the word, you know, because we do like line by line. It's not just him going yep in the background. It's
tweeting and hugging his Olympic
Honestly, if you listen really carefully, you can hear him tweeting in the background.
That's brilliant. Did he have his torch on him as well? He was hugging that thing, wasn't he?
He actually did that night, and while he was doing his vocals, it was very funny. We decided to pick up the torch and pretend we were singing into it and playing air guitar with it and everything. It was really funny.
Oh, and have you got any other collaborations coming up on your album?
No, that's was one of the only features we've really ever done. You know, it has to be really organic for us, and that came about as mates rather than, you know, trying to push a song on each other. It just came about because he really liked the song we were writing, and it was really natural. So
he couldn't have it himself, so he's like, "Oh,
all right, you can have it." So that felt, it always has to feel really organic for us, or we just can't. So now it's just us on the rest of the record.
And I read somewhere that you worked with Amy Winehouse for a collaboration years ago.
We've heard that a few times, but no,
this must be Tosh. Denzel Washington.
I know, we keep hearing this. I don't know where this comes from. I don't know where the connection is, other than he obviously reads scripts.
But other than that, one person sits on Wikipedia and is like, okay, they're in Imagine FM today. What am I going to put on Wikipedia? Because he knows that's where you go just before you walk in. I was like, Denzel Washington, and Danny's the founding member of this kind of like bridge club society in Dublin. No, I'm not at all.
It's a weird one. No, we get a lot of that, but no lies.
I just want to touch on The Voice just a little bit, Danny. Are you going to be back on it definitely as a judge?
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to be back here if they'll have me.
And the lovely the lovely Bo Bruce from Toon Danny. And what's she up to now?
She's recording. She's obviously tragically her mother passed away only maybe a month and a half ago. So it's going to take her a little while to kind of get over that and get back into back into the swing of things, I guess. But she's recording now, slowly but surely getting back into it. And she didn't lose any fans. There's a big army of what they call Bo's Peeps.
Yeah, Bo's Peeps.
Bo's Peeps that are out there. That are just waiting for her to drop a record. So we've been in the studio with her. We wrote a song for her as well. So hopefully that'll be coming out between now and Christmas.
Oh, okay, so that'll be on her album or on yours?
That'll be on her album.
Yeah, okay.
Or we'll arm wrestle over it and we'll be on will.i.am's album.
And don't get will.i.am as well, he'll want it for himself. So let's get your new single on now. Can we do the radio cliche, and would one of you like to introduce it? Or both?
Mark would love to.
I would love to. This is the script with our new song, Hall of Fame, featuring will.i.am.
And Danny and Mark in here. Hello.
Yeah, how you doing?
So that's out the 2nd of September.
Yes.
Loving it. Your album, right, is it #3 or number 3?
Well, we're trying to be super clever there. Now, we're really big on internet presence, and we really have a massive following on the internet, and we just decided to kind of attribute to that sort of thing, and the hashtag was important to us, so we just called it #3. But the weird thing, physically, when people walk into a store, they call it number 3, so it works both ways.
Yeah, and your first 2 albums went straight to #1. Hoping for a hat trick with this one?
Look, we're always hoping for that, fingers crossed.
Hat trick is 3, there's 3 goals in a hat trick.
Yeah, you can never... You can never count those things, but fingers crossed people will like the album and accept the album, you know.
Yeah, of course. And I see you've got loads of gigs in the States.
Yeah, loads.
That's a tough one, isn't it? Radio City Music Hall. Oh, a bit in New York.
It's the tough part of that is that we haven't actually performed in a little while, so we're just starting to rehearse and put the show out, and that's really one of the first major shows for us, so deep end sort of stuff.
And have you got plans for a world tour after that?
Yeah, we all the dates get launched right about a week after the album is launched, which is September 10th, and the dates have come out about a week later for the world tour.
It's really strange to say that, because we used to joke when we were in Dublin, we're like, we're going on a world tour of Dublin.
That was an actual note.
It's really happening. Do you have any particular or weird demands on your rider when you go away, like when you miss your own cupboards and tea and stuff?
We didn't at first, but then you do start to build up things like tea is a big one, and Yorkshire tea is very funny, was they send us tea everywhere around the world, tons of it, and that has been
Did you have that rebranded to the script?
They did it at one point for a laugh. They rebranded it for just for one day.
We've been talking, we give them so much lip service in interviews that they just are like,
in fairness, they've given us enough lip service here, thank you. But
you were the ones that brought the donuts.
I know. But you know, there's lots of stuff as far as even having a few drinks. We, of course, a little bold Irish boys and like a few drinks here or there. So
you're going to go out in Manchester tonight?
Yeah, we're going to go around.
Anybody wants to bring us out, please tweet us a place and a time.
I think Northern Quarter would be nice.
I think
everyone's going to be in the Northern Quarter now.
I think Northern Quarter is always good.
It is. It's nice there. Now you seem to use a lot of hand images on the artart for your album and your songs. What's that all about? That's the fingers. I was talking about hands.
We're oddly, one of the hobbies we'd have separately, quite boring, is we like the language of body language. We love hands. No, we like body language a lot. We feel a lot can be said just with hands, and we found that was just really important to us on the first album to keep it simple.
Okay. Yeah. Are you into the Olympics? Are you watching any of it at the moment?
Yeah, big time. Loving the Olympics.
Yeah, you manage to with all your travels at the moment.
We were just talking about the opening ceremony.
Incredible.
Honestly,
it was amazing.
It really was. I don't think there's one person in the world who thought that was bad.
It was a really great job on their behalf, and you're kind of hoping and nervous for the country because they're hosting the Olympics and everybody judges on this bloody opening ceremony, and it was actually amazing. It was really good. It was right up there.
Mr. Beans was brilliant.
Yeah, and Bonds and the Queen.
I thought the fact that she lended her hand to that and just to let people to expose herself like that, I thought was amazing, and it was really great for the country. It was good.
It was fab. Are you going to any of the events?
We're actually playing at one of the events on Monday, I believe. It's for an American TV show, but it's actually from the Olympic Village, I believe.
Right.
Yeah,
nice.
We're premiering the single for the first time on American television on it's a show called The Today Show.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, we've been on it.
Jay Leno, that one?
No, that's the Tonight Show.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, it's the daytime version of that show.
Right. Do you know what they have in Australia? Have you heard of the Today Show?
The Upside Down Show.
They have, mate. They have the on Today Tonight. That's what the show's called.
On Today Tonight.
But they'll go, so we've got the script on Today Tonight, tomorrow at 7. And you're like, when's it on?
Make your bloody mind up, mate.
Bloody confused.
Make your bloody mind up.
Yeah, you know. Mush, mate.
All they drinking, all they stealing.
Just that.
All them convicts down there can't tell the time.
Stop it. Got a few questions from the listeners here. Sammy Denson in Cheadle wants to know who's single.
Our single, it's a Hall of Fame.
Danny
Shameless plug. I am.
Both Danny and Glenn are both single.
For the first time ever in the history of the script, I'm actually single.
Yeah. Well, Lauren's going to be happy because she wants a proposal from you.
Okay.
Nice.
And also she wants to know if you have anything special planned for the tour.
We always do. I mean, again, everything is about music for us, so we had to get the album finished first and get all that complete before we can really focus on it. But yeah, what's really special for us is adding new music and then obviously stepping our game up a little bit in every area. So yeah, it'd be really cool.
Okay, and your last song was called If You Ever Come Back. Jacqueline in Marple wants to know, what would you come back as if you could come back as anything?
Oh, that's brilliant.
What would you come back as?
A pair of girls' underwear.
A pair of girls' underwear. Does that mean two girls and both their underwear, or does it mean a girl's pair?
Don't
you mean greedy?
As long as it's not an ugly girl.
A pooey pair.
Pants.
I'd come back as a gynecologist.
Nice. Kieran Scott's in Stockport. What's the best thing about being in a band?
Is that you get to do a gynecologist job, but just without the credentials.
And the worst, I guess, is to do with that job role as well.
You get the tour, play music, and take the piss all the time as well. So.
Is he always this cheeky?
No, he just had whatever you put in the coffee and them donuts has caused a serious reaction.
Yeah.
Something has happened.
It's the sugar, man. It's the sugar.
Finally, you must be here, there and everywhere at the moment, getting asked loads of questions, probably a lot of the same questions. Is there anything you want to get off your chest? Do you want to ask me? Do you want to ask each other?
To the nation.
What question were you asking people? Should I ask them? And they said, no, don't ask them.
What question?
Were you asking anybody in the office, like, I'm going to say this? And
was it? And
anyone was like, oh,
don't ask them that question.
No, I just said, what do you want to ask the boys?
Okay.
And that was it.
That was it.
So was there anything unanimous come in that was like one question that you said, I can't ask them that?
No.
I just can't ask them that.
No.
See?
Not as rude as you.
Yeah, you know.
Yet.
Thank you so much for coming in. It's amazing to see you guys. And
thank you very much.
Best Little Hall of Fame out the 2nd of September. And obviously number 3 / #3 album.
Yeah.
It's a mouthful, that, isn't it?
It's number 3, whatever.
Thanks very much. All the best. The Scripts.
Thank you. Bye-bye.